One moment, you're standing on the flight deck of the USS Nimitz, a 4.5-acre slice of sovereign American territory. The air tastes of salt and jet fuel. The sky is a vast, empty blue. The next, a new sun is born on the ocean. It blossoms in silence, a flash of impossible white light just off the port bow. The shockwave arrives a second later. Not a sound, but a physical blow. A wall of force that throws you from your feet and slams you against a bulkhead. Your ears ring. The world turns sideways. Alarms, once distant, now scream from every corner of the ship. You scramble up, tasting blood. The deck, once a meticulously organized airfield, is a landscape of fire and twisted metal. Smoke pours from a gaping wound in the side of the island's superstructure. There was no warning, no inbound missile alert, no general quarters call. The rulebook of naval warfare was just rewritten in fire and steel, and you are on the first page of the last chapter. This wasn't a torpedo from a submarine. This wasn't a jet-launched cruise missile. This was something new, something impossibly fast. A ballistic missile, fired from a launcher 1,000 miles away on the Chinese mainland, arcing into space before screaming down toward its target. They have a name for it, the DF-21D, the world's first anti-ship ballistic missile. For years, analysts debated if it even worked. Today, you got your answer. Your training takes over. A primal instinct honed by endless drills. You aren't a pilot or a technician anymore. You are a damage control unit. You grab a fire extinguisher, your movements clumsy in the chaos. The heat is a physical presence warping the air. The ship is listing. It's a subtle tilt, but you feel it in your bones. It's wrong. A vessel this size, a 100,000-ton behemoth, isn't supposed to tilt. It's a sign that the beast is mortally wounded. Below decks, thousands of your shipmates are fighting a desperate battle against the invading sea. Compartments are sealed. Watertight doors slam shut. Sometimes they seal in the living along with the dead. It's a brutal calculation. Sacrifice a few to save the many. But the fire is spreading, and the list is getting worse. You hear shouts, orders being relayed by human chains, because the communication systems are dead. The words are unthinkable. The command you never thought you'd hear outside of a Hollywood movie. Abandon ship. I say again, abandon ship. Your survival now depends on a new set of rules. First, you must get off the dying giant. You navigate the burning, angled corridors, your world a treacherous obstacle course. You make it to a life raft station. You and a dozen others push the canister into the churning sea. It inflates, a small pocket of hope in a world of despair. Now the real fight begins. The Pacific Ocean is not your friend. The water is cold, shockingly so, and it saps your strength with terrifying efficiency. Hypothermia will kill you faster than any enemy. You huddle together in the raft, sharing body heat, fighting the shivers that rack your body. You see the carrier, your home, engulfed in flames. It's sinking. The symbol of American global power is sliding beneath the waves, taking with it billions of dollars in technology and hundreds of your comrades. While you fight for your life in the water, another battle is igniting in sterile, windowless rooms half a world away. In the White House Situation Room, the data is flooding in. Confirmed. A U.S. carrier strike group has been attacked. The USS Nimitz is lost. Initial casualty reports are catastrophic. Satellite imagery confirms the missile's origin. This was not an accident. This was a message. For over 70 years, the U.S. aircraft carrier has been the queen on the global chessboard. It was the ultimate instrument of power projection, an unassailable fortress that guaranteed American influence anywhere on Earth. China just took the queen off the board. This is the culmination of their A2/AD strategy, anti-access/area denial. They've spent decades turning the South China Sea into a fortress of their own, bristling with long-range sensors, quiet submarines, and an arsenal of carrier-killer missiles. They drew a line in the sand, and the Pentagon just crossed it. The President of the United States now faces a choice with no right answer. The generals demand immediate, overwhelming retaliation. Strikes on the launch sites, on naval bases, on command and control centers. It's the only way to restore deterrence. But they know this is a path to all-out war with a nuclear power. A war that could kill millions. The diplomats urge restraint. Go to the United Nations. Impose the most severe economic sanctions in history. Isolate China from the global community. But this could be seen as weakness. A green light for Beijing to seize Taiwan, knowing America has lost its nerve. Every US ally in the region, Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, will suddenly question the value of American protection. There is a third secret option, a cyber warfare response. Cripple China's infrastructure from the inside. Plunge their cities into darkness. Collapse their stock market. A war with no bullets, but one that could destabilize the entire global system. Every second of indecision projects weakness. Every decisive action risks Armageddon. Your personal struggle for survival in a life raft is a mirror of humanity's struggle. You are adrift in a new, more dangerous world. The old certainties are gone, sunk to the bottom of the sea. This is not a far-fetched scenario. This is the shadow war being fought every day in military planning rooms and intelligence agencies around the world. The weapons are real. The tensions are real. The potential for a catastrophic miscalculation is terrifyingly real. Understanding this isn't about fear-mongering. It's about opening your eyes. It's about recognizing that the world is a complex, fragile system. Peace is not a permanent state. It is a daily, concerted effort. Preparedness in the 21st century means more than just having a bug-out bag. It means being informed. It means understanding the forces that are shaping your future, so that you are not a passive victim of events, but an active, aware citizen. The future is a contested space. Be ready to fight for your place in it. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe for more deep dives into the scenarios that will define our age. Share it with someone who needs to understand the stakes. And now we turn the decision to you. Post your choice in the comments: retaliate, sanction, or cyber attack. What would you do if you were in the Situation Room?